Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Trina requires as much assistance as possible. Spoilers for Monday's episode of General Hospital, February 19, center on characters who are both determined and struggling, and who are in need of answers. This is an episode you should not miss. Trina is still grieving and getting used to living without Spencer. She finds solace in a number of people, including Ava and her mother Joss. Curtis is there for his daughter. Even though he's just recently become a father, he's doing his hardest. Trina needs him to be there for her right now. He thus attempts to think of the right phrases to give his daughter serenity. He has had significant losses in his own life, such as the death of his mother. Is there any way Curtis could ease Trina's pain? Trina's best friend is attempting to treat her guy fairly. Is it because Dex is in a bind that Joss has become so determined? She mentioned mending the tense relationship that exists between him and Sunny. On her terms, naturally. Is Sunny aware that she likewise kept to herself the details of Michael and Dex's covert collaboration? Stella and Marshall are growing closer and closer somewhere else. They have consistently provided their family with support. Furthermore, they have never shied away from listening to one another. That's why Marshall's assistance in obtaining answers from Stella is expected. Because, to be honest, Marshall is constantly searching for explanations for his life. Valentin has been busy now that he is spending more time in Port Charles. He's taking care of Charlotte and serving as Nina's biggest supporter. And he needs to make a major statement. Is this announcing a new business endeavor or something personal? What's going on in Valentin's universe? At last, Tracy, Jane Elliott, perceives a betrayal. Yes. Tracy has to endure a great deal of hate from her family, and for the most part, the people of Port Charles before she can truly feel betrayed. However, it does occur. Who is the offender who has hurt her feelings then? Is it Lynn Herring, Gregory Lucy Coe, or somebody who lives much closer? Discover what awaits your favorite Port Charles items in the future. Spoilers for General Hospital's week of February 19 to 23 hint at characters in conflict, distress, and much more. This is going to be an unforgettable week. The main goal of Nina Reeves is to recover from her lowest point. It's true that she takes some vengeance in her quest for healing. This time, her tactics force her to turn to Valentin, who must ride or die. The two support one another even when it includes immoral or unlawful behavior and don't pass judgment on one another. Watch for Valentin to give his pal advice. Does he give her pointers on how to go about eliminating all of her opponents at once? That might occur. Nina encounters Drew and Carly, her two greatest adversaries. Surprisingly, she reveals anything throughout this conversation. Is she going to give them a heartfelt apology, or let go of something far more harmful and devastating? Carly and Drew, incidentally, aren't having the best week. It's hardly shocking that they disagree with one another. This is presumably about Drew's imagined retaliation against Nina. Seek to provide comfort to his daughter from Curtis. Trina is obviously having difficulties since Spencer vanished. She must feel betrayed and deceived about the future she believed she would have with her partner. Hopefully, Curtis can find the right words to assist her get rid of her melancholy thoughts and sentiments. In other Curtis news, he surprises Portia with a startling revelation that blows her mind. Has he improved since starting physical therapy? Or does this insight pertain to something quite different? Sunny knows full well that he's a target, just like every other mobster in the nation. Furthermore, he is undoubtedly aware that mob queen Olivia Jerome recently lost her life in this violent and enigmatic conflict. It's understandable why he and Selena are now working together to put an end to this madness permanently. They realize that if Olivia is gone, they will undoubtedly be next. John, in the interim, returning to the scene, Jagger is actively investigating the succession of mob hits. How would Anna respond if he manages to draw a victory and stop Dante and Anna? It is impossible for the incoming commissioner to be content with the outcome. At last, Christina and Blaze take a romantic evening off from the demands of being a well-known singer and business owner/surrogate. Will their lovely romantic evening be marred by the news that Eva LaRue will shortly begin playing Blaze's mother? What made your favorite performers appear in new roles? As a genre, soap operas frequently employ a number of cliches. Soap Hub's next series, Soap Tropes, will analyze them and the reasons for their usage. The wonderful usage of these everyday plot components in soap operas is first explored by New York Times bestselling author Alina Adams, who looks at how the long-lost twin gives soap operas their distinct flavor. There was a woman named Kitty Shaw who lived in a place called Pine Valley, which is the setting for the soap opera All My Children. As Kitty, Francesca James performed. Her goal was to find her birth mother as a dancer. When Kitty finally located her mother, she passed away. Then Kitty married the love of her life. Then Kitty passed away. That was in 1975. ANC wants to bring back the well-liked James in 1978. However, since death had not yet been accepted as a transitory state on daytime television, the program chose to cast James as Kelly, Kitty's hitherto unidentified twin sister. But the crowd was not duped. Couldn't they have found an actress who even somewhat resembled Kitty if they had to give her a twin sister? As one fan wrote to AMC. Though it had a rough beginning, the trope quickly gained traction. Here are 4 additional examples from currently airing series. Joanna Johnson's character Caroline Spencer was the show's main young protagonist when it debuted in 1987. In 1990, Caroline tied the knot with Ridge, the love of her life, and passed away right away. Ridge was really depressed. To prove it, he grew a scraggly beard. Viewers discovered in 1991 that Caroline had a twin sister who had been abducted at infancy. And here she is. Karen is her name. She was raised in Texas. She met Connor and promptly got a divorce from him. We discovered why we hadn't seen Karen on B&B before. We saw Karen, Caroline, her daughter, and Danielle, Caroline's other mother. Grease Monkey. Days of Our Lives saw Stefan's death. Everything was donated, including his heart. Gabby was quite depressed. But soon after, a clone showed up in Salem. It was Jake, his twin brother, to whom Vivian could not recall having given birth. After attempting it with Jake and Gabby, Ava proved to be more adept at it. However, Jake passed away. Ava was really depressed. But soon after, a clone showed up in Salem. Not a triplet, please. Stefan once more. At this rate, we'll never get rid of them. Right and wrong. On General Hospital, Ryan, John Lindstrom, who has great aspirations for his next book, was a bad guy. He harassed Felicia, Christina Wagner, and abducted Georgie. Then he passed away. But hello? Did you realize that Ryan was the twin of Kevin? Given that both have lately been on the radio, you most likely did. One remains good and the other evil. Additionally, they alternate between acting like the other and being assumed to be dead. What a fun family this is! Sharon didn't disclose to Nicholas that she had given birth to a daughter while she was still in high school when they were married on The Young and the Restless. Eventually, Nick adopted Cassie and reared her as his own after they gained custody of her from her adoptive mother. This allowed Sharon to be reunited with the adorable but small Cassie. However, Cassie passed away. Nick and Sharon were really depressed. It's really tragic that Nick and Phyllis had an affair, leading to Summer. Then, Sharon discovered there had been a twin sister, Maria, a few years after Cassie passed away. Over time, Maria and Sharon became close enough that Maria now refers to Sharon as Mom. But Nick isn't a father figure, he's just a pal. Prioritize thought. All long-lost twin stories result from short-sightedness, even though some of them function better than others. Popular actors play characters that are killed off in shows, only to regret it later and have to perform handsprings to bring them back to life. It appears as if long-term storytelling, rather than quick shock effects, were given more consideration. the issue might not have arisen. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any updates.